Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be reacting to PewDiePie's reaction of Liver King's apology. As you may know, he's been in some deep shit recently because he proclaimed to be all natural, but he's actually been on steroids. So I'm going to see whether I agree with what PewDiePie says or not, and yeah, let's get cracking.
Liver King! Oh, so strong. Liver likes, that's what you are. Another fitness influencer.
Because he pretends to be all natural, and yet he admitted that he's using
the Liver
steroids
King! No!
And that he's on
what?
drugs.
He's not
fitness.
Natural. He's been exposed. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a video on him a while ago. I just didn't think it was that interesting. But I guess I was wrong. He has almost 2 million followers on Instagram now. He kind of blew up, actually.
He doesn't
His
really
whole
deserve
shtick is
that,
to mimic this ancestral...
I mean, even though his physique is great and he preaches about the ancestral lifestyle as PewDiePie is mentioning, he's actually quite a hypocritical figure because he's been lying to all his viewers, and his fame isn't really well deserved. He basically lied and manipulated all the people who subscribed or followed him on social media platforms.
Living of eating raw meats and livers specifically. The only thing I saw that was that he apparently sleeps on wood.
That's another thing that makes him famous. He eats raw meat, testicles and liver, and he claims that they help him with his gains when it's really just the high intensity exercise and the drugs he's on.
No mattress.
The place that needs to be as pristine as can be. You guys can see that we sleep on the ground. We have just a little box that I built.
Yeah, okay.
Just out of some wood.
It might be a primal lifestyle, but if
so that
it's really that primal, why don't you sleep outside to begin with?
It's all about this health and pureness. He doesn't have any Wi-Fi in his house. And he openly says many times he does not take steroids.
Well,
yeah,
that
fuck
was a lie.
Okay. Remember
really
what I
fucked up, yeah.
Remember what I said. If they don't look natural, they're not natural. But of course, like any scumbag influencer,
I mean, his stomach still looks bloated despite the six-pack.
That's right. That's the secret. Gee, I wonder what he lied about not being natural. It's
grass-fed beef liver. Gee, is this his merch?
Alright, we'll get into it. He was exposed and leaked email from the channel More Plates, More Dates, Derek.
Yeah.
Exposed. And finally, he came out and admitted it with an apology video.
Liver
So
King
we're going to have to watch it. And I will review it as
I'm not sure whether he did this on TikTok or on YouTube. I saw the video on TikTok and many people in the comments were already criticizing him, and for good reason too, because he finally admitted it took him a long time to do so. And yeah, I think he did so on YouTube as well.
Maker, myself.
Primals, I'm making this video.
Already 0 out of 10. What the fuck is this audio coming out of my ear? Can we fix that, Saif?
To apologize. Because I fucked up. Because I'm
is this
embarrassed and
Saif coming in with
ashamed.
a static, or is that part of the video? Because if that's Saif doing that, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you should be.
I lied. And I misled a lot of people. Before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous.
What
the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Him rich to begin with?
This motherfucker's just
from this being completely out of point, what does that have have to do? I mean, what made him rich to begin with? Wasn't social media what made him rich? And if he was rich and happy and anonymous, why did he decide to begin a platform and lie about all his gains anyway?
Wait, I am rich. What the... Ah! Who told you to say that? Anyway, I used to be rich, and now I'm even richer.
I'm even richer because of all my followers,
buying my supplements.
It's social media and his merch which made him rich to begin with,
I'd be like, holy shit. I love this man. He's... But no, I hate you.
Never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye.
You lied to the public. Why didn't you expect that to happen?
So in the leaked email, he basically goes through how his goal was to blow up his channel, get 1 million followers, he had a film crew, blah 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 blah. So now you clearly planned for it as a way to sell.
Yeah, he had an entire business plan laid out, so he was following it, and he's not sorry that he lied to his fans. He's sorry that he got caught about his lies and deception.
All your fucking products. Let's keep watching.
To navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong. And I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids and...
Okay, so but why did it take him so long to apologize? I mean, so many people knew already he was exposed and he's mad that he got caught for it. He's enraged about it, but why did it take him so long to make a video about this?
Yes,
and
I'm on steroids, monitored
he's
and
still on
managed by
steroids,
trained
And they also read that he's using $12,000 worth of supplements every single month. So he's clearly rich, he has the money to buy the stuff.
clinician.
I don't know much about steroids, but his fucking steroid, what is it? His list looked like a fucking crafting thing from Fallout 3. Like, what the fuck are all these drugs? The fuck is all this?
Look at all of this.
Holy shit. Apparently he spends £11,000 per month.
Liver King, the
not
public figure, was an
right?
experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves. The 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves are people.
But once again, what does this have to do with your deception and your manipulation? You're not helping anybody, and you're helping them even less with your lies and your deception and your manipulation, and you're about 5 feet tall, which is even funnier to me.
People are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety.
Yeah, and do you think that steroids will help them? Do you think that drugs will help that?
So he's supposed to apologize, but
Yeah,
really it
he's,
was all a
trying
noble
to
cause,
remove the attention off from
I was
himself.
trying to save life. People are killing themselves. What's the message?
Yeah.
Why are you saving lives?
He's not
The
saving
reason
shit.
I made my other video, because I think people don't realize just how prominent it is for people to use steroids. And it's one of those things that, you know, just like it's been talked about a lot, how women have body image issues because of
Yeah, and women are also pressured into enhancing their bodies using Botox and makeup and other stuff of the sort, while men who want to have a great physique tend to use steroids, and they're not usually open about it, which is kind of cringy to me, because if you're doing this, like, to me it's like cheating when you do steroids and you pretend that you're so fit and muscular that you hit the gym every day. It's not natural, you know, and you're deceiving the people, the people who are following you, who trusted you with your advice.
comparing themselves to photoshopped images and models and magazines, as men were equally as susceptible to that. And to have a bunch of people, you know, in Marvel films getting buffed, taking steroids very clearly, very obviously to anyone that understands what it means to build muscle, and then come out in interviews and talk about, oh, I just had to eat broccoli and rice, it was so tough for me. Which is just fucking dishonest.
It's about
and while also
steroids
simultaneously market different programs. For example, markets his workout video routine, whatever that he sells. I don't fucking care. And here we have another one where he's selling supplements. That's really the reason I don't take steroids. Supplements. I am saving lives here. All these people trying to get, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are the problem. You are not the solution.
Low.
And he's become an even bigger problem now that he's been caught, now that he's been exposed for the liar he is. Because less people will believe that it's possible to get a physique without using steroids.
Ambition in life.
Especially the people who used to follow him to begin with.
Lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution.
Donate all your money that you made. You said you were...
Yeah, that's actually a good solution, and this is one of the reasons why I love Andrew Tate, because he doesn't lie to the people who follow him on social media. He openly speaks about his haters and his followers. He respects the people who respect him back, and he speaks the truth. So
already rich, right? I'm getting fucking worked up, but we're 1 minute
contradictory figure on a different
I've been
level.
on several podcasts, and when asked if I've
guy's
ever
just plain
taken
controversial.
steroids, I've always said no.
What did you say?
I don't touch the stuff, not gonna touch the stuff, never touch the stuff.
And why did you say that? To sell products.
Yeah, you said that just to make more money online.
What? No one could tell just for like how weirdly defensive and whatever you splurred out from that. Like, let's watch that, by the way, because it's fucking funny, dude.
And I'm just gonna face it head on. I don't touch the stuff.
I also think it's weird that he's always not wearing a shirt. I mean, just to show off his body. I mean, if he was so natural, he wouldn't try to brag by showing off his body all the time. He wouldn't try to show his 11k worth of drugs on his body all the time.
Never done this stuff. I'm not going to do this stuff. This good stuff. The ass full of steroids that he talks about.
You've never taken steroids.
Never taken steroids. I've never done PEDs other than prioritize, execute, and dominate in life. I also just do want to say, I think that him saying that is dangerous. You know, I want to set the record straight. I would love the opportunity.
Okay, so now he thinks that it's a dangerous thing to do, yet he's been doing it all the time. And now that he's been exposed, the people who follow him will think that it's okay to use because he does it and he's fine, you know, he eats raw meat, he does steroids, and nothing's the problem with it. So he's going to create more problems than he solved, basically.
So
if he
Joe
solved
Rogan
any to
called
begin
him out.
with.
He was like, yeah, that guy clearly is on fucking steroids. Joe Rogan openly admits taking steroids as well. And his response is, that's dangerous for him to say. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are on steroids will recognize other people who are using the same steroids they are, and they will expose them as they should.
Message to spread. To who? Dude, there's so many bits.
At the end of the day, cheating doesn't scale. It's not sustainable and it doesn't scale. And what I've achieved from a financial standpoint,
All
from a
bullshit to
family
sell your
standpoint,
merch and to make
Cheating
more
doesn't
money.
scale. I can't stand listening to this shit.
I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the fuck am I cheating?
Your viewers,
your
the people
entire
who trusted
audience.
you.
You built
Yeah.
your entire brand around being natural, ancestral, living like the caveman. I don't think the caveman had all whatever this fucking shopping list you
All
have
the
is.
stuff.
I don't know, but they didn't have Wi-Fi, and you are blocking Wi-Fi.
You
so
are blocking
pretty
Wi-Fi
much
and
on
you're
point.
sleeping on a piece of wood, so I guess yes, that could be considered ancestral.
You know what?
I convinced myself that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PE.
36
See,
years.
that I actually
that
believe.
I'm not
but
sure
the thing
about,
is,
actually.
no one would give a shit. Anyone that's
I mean, did it really take 36 years of exercising twice a day to get that physique without steroids? Would you really look that buff without steroids in 36 years? I mean, I'm not sure. It's only been 3 months for me, but 36 years, really?
come out and said, hey, I take steroids, it's not like people go, what? Oh, how dare you? How could you do this? No, if anything, people respect honesty. So it doesn't matter. This
Especially
whole video,
since he built his
I would have been
brand
completely
on
fine
honesty, on
with
the fact
if he
that
didn't
he's an
make it
ancestral
because
being.
he was caught. Like, the emails was leaked, the response comes out. If he, for some reason, decided to feel like, you know what, I don't like that I've been lying, I don't want to confess, I would 100% accept that and
I think you should just,
respect that, honestly. But this is just so fucking performative.
I think what he did wrong was to take so long to admit that he's on steroids and the fact that he lied about it rather than coming clean immediately, as PewDiePie is mentioning here. That would have been fine.
Lame.
And
For
I had
example, there are
convinced
people like the
myself
Diesel guy,
that this would be the
Noel
wrong message
Diesel,
to
I believe,
send to
or
the
Noel Denzel or
15-year-old
whatever.
boys.
No, to the little
he
boys.
came
He
clean
just
about
cares
his
about the
steroid
little
use,
boys.
which
It was
is
a noble
ironic.
lie. He had
An
to, he had
ironic
no
word
choice.
phrase.
Yeah, he literally just dug himself in a
still,
hole.
he
He
came
didn't want to
clean about it
confess,
and,
so he had to go deeper
no
and
more
deeper.
problem ensued,
And I
but
guess,
this guy
yeah,
lied
in a
about
way, he
his
probably
use of
feels
steroids,
relieved
so that's
now that it's
terrible.
out, but it's still so fucking stupid. I'm surprised to see this sentiment being spread so much. The fact that people believed he was natty is all mind-boggling.
Yeah, he's
I
not
can't believe
natural,
people
I
are so
mean,
stupid.
one
It's like most
could
people
know
haven't
immediately
lift
though,
weights. They don't know how it works. It's not that fucking weird that people have no clue that this is not natural. And
Really?
especially if some people
Well,
going
perhaps
around
because I
saying,
do
no, it is
exercise, so I would
natural.
know.
Yeah, for anyone that understands steroids and how efficient they are, yeah, it's pretty obvious. But for most people, it isn't. And that's how he's able to maintain.
I think since I've known the Liver King, he's always seemed a bit off to me, especially considering his height. And if he's been doing this for 36 years, the fact that he's so short, I'm not sure whether that's something I can attack. But if he's been doing steroids for that long, it makes even more sense that he is so short. I'm not sure whether it's genetic or not.
maintain this brand. So I don't think it's that weird that people don't know. Steroids is so efficient. If you take it, you get more muscles, and by not working out and just taking steroids than someone actively working out and not taking steroids. They're extremely efficient. Even if you take them once, you have a huge advantage because it's easier to rebuild muscles that you have gained from steroids.
Oh, shit,
so you could say, no, I'm not on steroids, but if you've done it once, you're in a different category than everyone else as well. There's a ton of health.
Does it really give you that much of an advantage? You see, this I didn't know, to be fair.
Risks involved. He clearly doesn't talk about any of those in this video, and that's just the reality of it.
85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues. I'm part of that.
Yeah, okay, you suffer from self-esteem issues, but why did it take you so long to say that to tell your audience that you were lying about your use of steroids then? I mean, if you have self-esteem issues, why put yourself out there to begin with? Just to sell your merch?
Statistic. This is why I fucking work myself to death in the gym. This is why I do 12 to 15 blood-burning workouts a week, just to feel like I'm okay.
You know, this I can't really believe anyway. It's too late for me to believe you.
No, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying a single fucking word he says, okay? So the reason he takes steroids or whatever the fuck is because he has low self-esteem. You don't... I can't emphasize. I would say,
exactly.
I sometimes really also have low self-esteem.
With somebody like this.
That is not an excuse to take steroids. You know what? If you just sense, I want to take steroids because it's the right choice for me, whatever the fuck, I would buy that.
You had just mentioned to your audience that, you know, I want steroids because it works for me, because it will help me at the gym, because it will make my muscles bigger. If you hadn't put yourself out there for the money, and if you didn't deceive so many people, it would have been fine.
But this whole like, oh, I have low self-esteem, I have to take steroids. No, that's so fucking stupid.
He's just
You're
trying
basically
to
saying
glorify
that anyone else
lies.
with low self-esteem has to take steroids too. I know that doesn't equate, but you're talking about your audience being 15-year-old, and it's kind of the message that you're sending out.
Yeah.
It seems so common, this topic of body.
And actually, PewDiePie has spoken so much about this in the past, and I'm glad that he brought Liver King up. It's a very recent video. I'm only like, I think it's been published for about 30 minutes now, so it's a very recent PewDiePie video. And Charlie from Penguin Z has also been speaking about this, so I'm glad that they brought this up, because it at least raises awareness in the opposite direction to what Liver King has been doing.
Dysmorphia for people that take steroids. Like I said, I think I have self-esteem issues sometimes, and I'll tell you what, I have zero self-esteem issues about the way I look. I look fucking good.
Yeah,
this is what 0% body dysmorphia looks like. All pure G Fuel, baby. Code PewDiePie. I want to motivate other people to work out as well.
Man, that
not to look a certain way necessarily, but because it makes you feel good. I think it's dangerous to spread this message with steroids, because ignoring all the negative effects from it, for me at least, I can't wrap my head around. You're gonna have to become dependent on it, right? You know, you're going to the gym and you see amazing progression because you're on steroids, and it probably feels amazing, but you're stuck in that cycle forever, because you're always going to want to gain more and more and more and more. You know, once you go off steroids, you're going to go to the gym and you're going to actually lose muscle. You're going to lose strength drastically. Once you do it once, you're pretty much trapped to keep doing it, so it doesn't make sense for me at all. I respect people's choice to doing it, but I can't wrap my head around it, to be honest.
Apart from the fact that it's extremely expensive to maintain, and not being able to is actually harmful.
Notice how I'm pointing down. You see, and if he was truly based, he would do the same, but of course he's not. There is no parallax. It's only this line that matters. Now, if you want to watch some actual really good fitness motivators, I know that you guys are let down by the Liver King. You're going to have to find your new one. I got your back.
I kind of want PewDiePie to mention Planet Fitness over here, because he's made a few videos about the way people train there, and they're hilarious. They're fantastic videos about the weirdest ways people train at the gym.
Kyriakos Kapakulak.
Oh, never mind.
100% big. Follow this guy.
Oh, yeah, he made a video about this guy as well.
I rate this apology
he's a hilarious guy.
3 out of 10. At least he...
I mean, I haven't known Liver King for so long. This apology was fucking terrible. He didn't pass his message across. He was just flexing on poor people. He was just trying to glorify his mistakes. I think 3 on 10 is quite a high rating for this apology. I think it would be more of a 2 on 10. and I've seen worse. 3 on 10 is too high in my opinion.
Came clean with some things, but in all,
yeah, at least he admitted, but that's the whole point of an apology video. But I have seen worse apologies.
Yes.
G Fuel or NordVPN?
It's NordVPN!
Oh, yeah.
As we already established, NordVPN, greatest VPN. But not just NordVPN.
Thank you for the video, PewDiePie. It was really enjoyable. Thank you for bringing this to light like other channels have been. And I hope that my thoughts on this matter, I think they were quite similar to what PewDiePie said, so I'm glad that we share the same thoughts in that respect. But yeah, that's it from me. So let me know what sort of video you'd like to see from me next, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.